Hello, this is Dr. Riaz Khan, Department of Zoology, Government Degree College, Narayanpet District, Mahbub Nagar. Today's our topic is parental care in amphibians. Part 1 we completed 2 days back. Now we are going to discussing the part 2 of the parental care in amphibians. So again we do not need to be discussed what are the amphibians and their specific features. We already discussed in the part 1 this all things. Now we are enter the our content, that is the parental care in amphibians. Once again we just explain here definitions. You know already the definition of the parental care. Once again ma. So what is the parental care ma? Protection and maintenance of eggs till they reach the reproductive age is called parental cares. If any organisms protect their eggs till they reach the reproductive age, we call parental cares. Okay, next ma, amphibians 3 classes shows parental cares. We already discussed in our previous class what classes is there in parental, what classes there in amphibians, and what type of frogs there in the classes. We already discussed it in the part 1. Now ma, in amphibians, parental cares in carried by two ways. Carried by how many ways? Two ways. One is direct nursing by parent, second one formation of nest. Okay, in part 1 we completed, we discussed it already we discussed already ma direct nursing by parent. Now we want and we are going to discussing the part 2 topic, that is second method, formation of nest. Now we are going to directly enter into the our topic, formation of nest. This is today's our part 2 topic ma, that is one what ma, formation of nest. This method means some frogs and toads shows this type of parental care ma, means some frog and toads build the nest, some frog and toads. Then what is the difference between the frog and toad? Frogs or toads, what is the difference between the frogs and toads? Okay, just I tell you now, now I am tell you what is the difference between the frog and toads. Frog, they are diurnal. Toads, they are nocturnal. Diurnal means they active in daytime. Toads, they are active in night times. Second features, frogs leads aquatic life. Toads, they lives on land, under these rocks as well as damp places. Remember these things. Frogs leads aquatic life. Toads leads means lives on where ma land, under the rocks as well as damp places. One more important feature, third characters. Frogs, vocal sacs are present. Frogs, vocal sacs are present. In toads, vocal sacs are absent. What is the function of the vocal sac? Just already explained in the first part. Again explain to you. Vocal sac, they spread. Vocal sac means they spread the sound long distance. Means it resonates this sound. Why? Which frog produce this sound? Generally male frog produce this sound. Why? The producing the frog producing the sound, it is not indicates the rain ma. Generally people feel if frog started producing the sounds, people feel there may be chances today's maybe they feel like today's chances to is rain. But frog sounds, and this is no relationship of the rain ma. The frog sound is mainly for mating call. Means the male frog produce the sound because of the they means they attracting the female frog. Frog sounds, it indicates what ma, mating call. Means they attract the female frog, not for the rain, but people feel it indicates the rain. It not indicates the rain, it indicates the mating call. So vocal sacs present in the frogs, absent in the toads. You observe these things ma. Generally toads where live ma? They live on land under the rocks and dump places. But frogs lives in where ma? Water. Frogs is a diurnal, active in daytime. Toad active in night time. These are the frogs and toads main differences. Toads అంటే తెలుగులో మా గోద్రు కప్పలు. Okay. Next point ma, it is a primitive method. Means it's not advanced than the first methods. Next ma, the following frogs are involved in the formation of nest. What that frogs? First, what frogs are involved ma? First one is Hyla fiber, second one is Rhacophorus schlegelli, third one is Hylodis, fourth one is Kaiserlingi, fifth one is Pillomedusa, sixth one Rhacophorus malabaricus, seventh one Chiromantis. These are the 7 frogs form the nest and lay the eggs. Okay, this is the formation of nest and their frogs. Next we are going to discussing the first frog, that is Hyla fiber. Yeah, this is the Hyla fiber. It is a Brazilian tree frog. Okay, how it protect the eggs? Means this frog protect the eggs in nursery. These frogs protect the eggs in nursery, which is construct near to water pond. How which type of how they protect the eggs ma? The female frog protect the eggs in nursery, which is construct near the pond. You have to here remember ma, where the frogs, which place they protect their eggs. That is the important. Which place ma? They protect the eggs in nursery. That is the Hyla fiber. Okay, next ma, second frog Rhacophorus schlegelli. It is a Japan tree frog. Where it protect the eggs? They protect the eggs in burrows or holes. Means this Rhacophorus schlegelli frogs protect their eggs in burrows, where it construct the burrows construct in moist soil near the pond edge. Okay, where it protect ma? Burrows. Simply ma, here first frog Hyla fiber protect the eggs in where ma? Protect the eggs in nursery. Second frog protect the eggs in burrows. What is the difference between the nursery and burrows? What is the difference between the nursery and burrows ma? What is the difference between the nursery and burrows? See here ma, you see here nursery, the shape, see like that it look like very maybe not, some is a specific, has some design, some structures. Let I tell you what is the difference between the nursery and burrows. Nursery means ma, the frog dig a hole and construct a wall. So it is a nursery. They dig a one hole and construct the wall on the hole. That is a nursery. What about the burrow ma? Burrow do not have a specific structure and shape. There is nothing but hole ma inside, like they are the hole. They do not do specific hole and do not construct any wall on the dig. So but nursery what ma? They dig a hole and construct a wall. That is the nursery. Okay, now what is the burrow? It is a hole. There is no specific structures for the burrows. Okay, this is about the Rhacophorus schlegelli protections method ma. Now the second frog is complete. Third frog is Hylodis. Third frog is what ma? Hylodis. It is a American frog. It is a what ma? American frog. Where it protect the eggs? They protect the eggs under the stone. They protect the eggs under the stone. That is about the Hylodes. Now fourth frog, Caesalringi. Okay, it belongs to class Urodila. In first part I said the Urodilian frogs look like the lizards. Here see, you see here almost that Urodilian frogs look like the lizards. Okay. Next how it protect the eggs? Simple they made first this Caesalringi made the sticky bags, then lays the egg means the Caesalringi made a sticky bags and released the eggs. Later this sticky bag attached to the aquatic plant. How its process Simple. This Caesalringi made the sticky bags and lays the egg. Later this sticky bag attached to the aquatic plant. This is the Caesalringi parental care. So we completed the Caesalringi. Next fifth frog is Pillow Medusa. It is a South American tree frog. It is a South American tree frog. Sixth frog is Rhacophorus malabaricus. It is a Indian tree frog. Seventh frog is Chiromantis. It is a African tree frog. These three frogs names and their places is most important for entrance point of view. These three frogs have common protection method What is that common protection method See, these three frogs protect the eggs in leaf nest. These above three frogs protect the eggs in leaf nest. Where it construct this means this leaf nest construct on leaves or branches of palm tree. Where it construct leaves or branches of the palm tree. Here in entrance point of view, these three frogs name, their place, their construction method is most important for entrance point of view. They ask like that which frogs protect the eggs in leaf nest? What frogs are protect the eggs in leaf nest? What frogs Pillow Medusa, Rhacophorus malabaricus and Chiromantis. These three frogs are construct the nest where leaf. So we call leaf nest. They protect the eggs in leaf nest. You have to remember entrance point of view, these three frogs, their places as well as where they protect the eggs. So they protect the eggs and where leaf nest. It is most important for entrance point of view. One more thing in parental care in amphibians, generally one or two questions will be come all entrance like that university PG entrance or some any government job, zoology subject government job purpose, they must come the one or two questions regarding in this topic okay, this topic mainly you are focus the frogs common name, but here you have to focus where they protect the eggs, the leaf nest. Which frogs protect the eggs on leaf nest? You have to remember these three frogs. This is our part 2 topic, that is formation of nest. In this formation of nest, how many frogs are involved 7 frogs are involved. Where they protect, which place they protect, we already discussed. Hyla fiber, once again listen, Hyla fiber, it protect the axon, it protect the axon nursery, protect the axon nursery, where protect the axon nursery. Income to the Rhacophorus schlegeli, they protect the eggs in burrows. Income to Hylodes, they protect the eggs under stone, Income to the Caesalringi, they lays egg in sticky bags, later they attach to the aquatic plant. Okay, next the Pillow Medusa, Rhacophorus malabaricus, Chiromantis. These three frogs protect the eggs in leaf nest, which is constructs on leaves or branches of palm tree. This is the formation of nest. Our topic part 2 class is ma. Now the our part 2 class is over. Thank you for listening my classes with patiently. Then bye bye.